how are you doing? I am here today going to start doing some makeup videos, and how I'm going to do these videos is I'm going to make a video for each main part of the face. So today's video is going to be all about concealer and foundation, and if you want to go ahead and see that, you can stay tuned. And otherwise, I'm just going to, oh excuse me, I had to move the table real quick. Otherwise, if you want to stay and see how I conceal and put my foundation on, you can go ahead and stay tuned. For my concealer, I just use the Match Perfection from Rebel London. Can't even say it. It's a skin tone adapting concealer, and it's a concealer and a highlight in one, so it kind of helps too. But what I do is I put it under my eyes like this first, and I have to get a little more out because I have really dark bags under my eyes. And then what do? Some people do it with their fingers. I like to use a sponge because it just really helps even it out. Instead of with your fingers, it just makes a mess, to me anyway. But alright, this right here, see how it just takes the purple out of the bags that under my eyes, because I don't really sleep as many hours as I should, and my eyes is trying to tell me I'm tired, I guess. Well, you just dab it all around under your eye. Make sure it gets all of that purple. Just get it out. Alright, and then I take it and I just go over like little marks in my face from shaving. Like down here on my neck, I have heat rash or whatever from shaving. So I put it down there. Put it on previous pimple marks, because you know you get those brown spots or dark spots from the pimples. And then you just dab that as well. And I did go ahead and put it over my Monroe piercing. I took it out for this video. I normally don't take it out when I do my makeup, but just for the video purposes, I went ahead and took out my Monroe piercing to be on the safe side of being able to get all of the area right there, because I normally have to take it out when I shave as well, because I can't really get all the hair around that place with it in. Alright, and then if you have any extra concealer on your sponge, you just go around your face, because I mean it's concealer, it's not gonna hurt. And just put it all around your face. I didn't put any on my nose. I have a huge red spot here on my nose on both sides. And what it is because when I was little I had fever blisters. And I picked at them a lot, and they're just scars. And they turned out red, and you know. And they're really noticeable if I don't conceal them with concealer, even with the foundation on. So go ahead and conceal that. Alright, and for my foundation, I use Krylon TV Paint Stick. I use W2. It's not the exact shade of my skin tone. It's actually one above my skin tone. But I like to be a little more, I want to say colorful, I guess, when I'm in drag. So, I have to look totally different. And with the TV Paint Stick, you don't need as much foundation as you would any other foundation, because it's theater makeup and it's really thick, so it spreads very easily and evenly across your face. But just put it around like the edges of your face, the main parts, and I bring my makeup all the way down to my neck, to where whatever dress I'm wearing, to wherever the neckline starts on that dress. But for today's video, I would go ahead and put it in the breast area if I was wearing a dress with that you could see my breast. But I am not going to do that today. I'll make that a video all on its own. So I'm just going to come over here and make a line right here saying this is where I'm going to stop the foundation. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to go over here and just making kind of like an outline of where all I want the foundation. And then I go on my neck and just put it all around everywhere to make sure I have an even amount. Alright. Gonna take that down, and then I take the same sponge I used for the concealer and I just pat it around. I've watched some people use their fingers to spread their foundation, and I myself, I do not like that because I just don't want my hands messy, and I just don't, to me it doesn't seem like they're getting the full coverage of the foundation if you smear it out with your fingers. But that is my idea. So I've always used a sponge. And make sure you get under that eye again. I have a piece of hair in my mouth, excuse that. But make sure you get under that eye again and around your nose. And while you're doing your makeup, breathe. Try to breathe through your mouth for the most part. Especially if you're gonna go ahead and do drag makeup. Because all the powders and foundations and the things that you're going to use, it's going to want, if you breathe through your nose, it's going to go up your nose. And then while you're in drag, you don't want to blow your nose because it's going to take off your makeup. Even if you set your makeup with a makeup setter that you get from the makeup store, or if you go on the cheap side like I do and use hairspray, even if you have hairspray, if you blow your nose in drag, it's still gonna take some makeup off. It's not gonna take all of it off if you didn't set your makeup, it wouldn't take all of it off, but it still takes some makeup off, and you can tell for the most part. I have a hair in my mouth. All right. So yeah, you just go around dabbing the sponge everywhere, trying to even the foundation out. Make sure you get under that eye. You gotta pay close attention to your eyes, because that's one of the main, your eyes and lips are the main focus point of your face when you're in drag. That's why drag, you have really dramatic eyes, and a lot of queens have real dramatic lips. It's because that's the main focus point. That's the first thing you see. After you look at the eyes and the mouth, then you see the contouring that they did on their face. That's normally not the first thing you see. You don't normally see just the, oh look, she contoured really well. No, that's not the first thing you see. And just blend, like down here, just go ahead and blend that foundation out. Just everywhere. And I mean, I'm making a mess. Since you did put it down this low, it'll still blend out down. So, like if you're, see, it'll come down to pretty much where my bra is, because you still have foundation on your sponge. So just bring it down, make sure you're blending it in, smearing it, making it full coverage, clearing everything, so you don't, it's like you're making a new face. You're making a new face for yourself, making yourself beautiful and fabulous. Over here. Just to blend it out. And if you have any areas that you need any more foundation in, like it doesn't seem like it has enough coverage, you can always go back and add more. And I normally do go back and add more on my face. Right here, where my facial hair grows. Over here, on my eyebrows. You know, pretty much just outline the bottom of your face again, because that's where you're going to have most of the troubles from, of concealing everything. But if you have like a 5 o'clock shadow, the best thing for you to do is just get a red lipstick. I don't have this problem because I don't have a 5 o'clock shadow, but if you do have a 5 o'clock shadow, all you have to do is get any red lipstick and put it around your beard, on your neck if you need to, and then take the sponge and, you know, blend it out into your face, and then put your foundation on top of that. Because what the red lipstick is going to do, it's going to take out the blue undertone of your 5 o'clock shadow, and then it's pretty much a concealer. But normal concealer is not going to take out the blue undertone of the 5 o'clock shadow, because makeup is clearly made for women. So if you're doing drag and you have a 5 o'clock shadow, just go ahead and get any, like, just a red lipstick. You're just going to put it all around here on your neck, or wherever you have like the blue undertone of hair, and go ahead and do that, so you don't have, you know, look like Willem, so your beard will show. Alright, and here I'm going to go ahead and set my foundation. What I do is I take Almay powder, and it's the Almay Nearly Naked powder in medium 300. It is a little too dark for my, even with the even though I use a darker foundation, it is still a little darker than that. So what I do is I mix my powder. I use this, and then I use the Ben 9 Neutral Set Colorless Face Powder, and I just mix those two powders together to get a lighter so it's kind of like a light brown instead of just a medium brown. And if I would pay attention when I bought stuff, I wouldn't have to do this. Like, I normally just buy the light brown Almay powder to set, but I wasn't paying attention when I bought this, and it ended up being too dark. And so this is just me fixing it to where it won't be so dark on my face, even though it is still a little darker. But just take one of your brushes and mix it up. I have an itch on my face, and you don't want to, with your foundation not totally set, you don't want to itch it. So just take your brush. I'm using my MAC brush 187. It's pretty much a foundation brush, but I don't use it for foundation. I use it to set my foundation for my powder. But I just take the brush, dip it in the powder, and then dip it in here to get the excess powder off, because you don't want to waste all this powder. And then you start from the bottom. You start from the bottom and then go up, because if you start from the top and then go down, what's going to happen is that you're going to end up using more powder. And since makeup is not cheap, it is not, especially if you're doing drag. Like, I'm gonna order some makeup. I'm planning to order some makeup off of my my drag store makeup line, and because I'm almost out of foundation, and I need to go ahead and purchase some more powders, some more setting powders and things and that such. And the first time I ordered all of this makeup, it was like $60 something. But this time I know what I want, so I'm getting a few extra products of it, because like I said, I use the Krylon makeup for the Krylon TV paint stick for my foundation. They don't sell it anymore, not in my color anyway. So what I have to do is I had to go to another it's on the same site, because the site I use has tons of makeup lines in the one store. So they just, I just had to go to another one of their stores online that sells theater and stage makeup, and it's called Meron or something. I don't know, but it's another stick, and so I just went ahead and ordered that. It is, I think it's a little bit more expensive, even though it's not as big as Krylon. I wish they wouldn't have quit making Krylon, because Krylon, I really like it. Alright. And with your powder, I've already done my neck and everything down here, but you want to just feel. See, I didn't get this over here, but you want to feel to see if anything is still wet, because you don't want to leave anything wet. So just feel around, feel yourself, and just see and make sure you have set everything, because you don't want anything still wet. Because if it's still wet and you go and contour your face and go ahead and highlight and all of that good stuff, if you haven't set your foundation and you do that and then you want to set it, what it's going to do, if you make any mistakes, you can't go back and fix it. If you have a mistake contouring your face if you contour your face before you set your foundation, then, and after you contour and then set it, your contour it's gonna be set after that. So you can't change it. But if you don't set your foundation, if you set your foundation and then contour and highlight and all of that, and if you mess up, you can't change it all the way, but you can make slight changes to it and, fix your mistake. So always make sure that you set your foundation before you do anything. And like I said, please don't breathe through your nose. When you're powdering your nose and all of that, just don't breathe. Hold your breath. And if you feel that you have any powder in your nose, just blow it out. Don't breathe it in, blow it out. Like, breathe in through your mouth and blow it out your nose. So that once you're in drag, you don't have the problem of having to go and blow your nose, or your snot running out of your nose, or anything in that such. Because it's not cute. It's not. And I have to say, I am guilty of having that done to me. So I'm telling you by experience. And what I do is I try to blow my nose before I get in drag. Make sure your nose is completely clear, where you won't have that problem. Alright, let me... Alright, and that is going to be the concealer and foundation and powder part of the beginning of your face. So I hope you guys like this video. I'm going to do, the next video is going to be highlight and contour, and then the next video after that is going to be eyes. So I really hope you stay tuned and watch all of the sets of videos that I'm going to make. And I just hope you guys have a great day, and please like, share, subscribe, in all of the comment sections. Put it in below of what you think, and if you have any more video suggestions, go ahead and put that in the comment section as well. But go ahead and subscribe to my channel, like, share, and comment, and go down into the description and follow me on all of my social media websites. But until the next video, man eaters, I love you. You have a great day.